Governor Henry McMaster is against a mask mandate for the schools. Pediatricians are pushing to raise awareness about the risks of COVID. 7 News anchor Kimberly Brown joins us now in the studio with more on this story. Kim.
Thanks a lot, Ben. You know, COVID-19 numbers are on the way up, and students in the Palmetto State will not be required to wear a mask in the classroom. So today we spoke with the president of the South Carolina chapter of the American Academy of Pediatrics, who has a very different position on the topic. As children head back to the classroom, parents are faced with a decision to send them back with a mask or not.
You need any water?
Kara VILLIANS has a child headed to school this fall.
It's not realistic, honestly. I don't have any position either way. It's just I know that my child will not realistically sit in class and be able to focus.
Governor McMaster says the government should not mandate masks for children.
Mandating masks is not the answer. Personal responsibility is the answer. Common sense is the answer.
Pediatric Dr. Robert SAUL says the numbers say otherwise. He says the science shows that wearing masks and vaccinations can make a difference.
We need to do what's best for children and families. We need to vaccinate all children that we can. And since we know a significant percentage of children can still not be vaccinated, the 0 to 12, we need to protect them. And the way to protect them is with a mask.
While all agree that children should be in school, for Governor McMaster, not mandating masks is a matter of law. For some parents, requiring a child to wear a mask or not is a matter of choice.
I'm one that's not going to live in fear. We're not going to constantly hide behind something, so I'm not afraid of it. If we got COVID, then that's the name of the game, and we will take care of ourselves and do what we need to do.
Dr. SAUL says encouraging vaccines and masks is a matter of following science.
There are several myths out there about the vaccine. That it might affect female menstruation? No. That it might affect male fertility? No. There's this misinformation now again that's still perpetuated that children aren't at risk, that children, if they're exposed, don't need to worry about it, and if they get sick, it's no big deal. That's just not the case.
Well, Dr. SAUL says that there is a vaccine for children under 12 and up to from 0 to age 12, but actually it's in clinical trials right now, and they're encouraging lawmakers to do what they can to move that forward. Diane?